Off the field, the Seattle Seahawks signed Jason Peters yesterday, offensive lineman. He was here last year for a few games, and then they had a glorified walkthrough, if you will. So here is some cuts from head coach Mike McDonald before practice.
This is a little funky operation here. I'm not sure which press conference this is. Is this the Wednesday press conference or is this the post-game press conference? But yeah, the guys have had yesterday off. We started late today, try to get some more sleep, some more recovery. We'll go slower today and then really ramp up and kick it into gear tomorrow. So looking forward to the next few days and taking the next step.
Is it a walkthrough today?
Yeah. 150,000% on the Giants right now. And then when the game ends, we'll be 150,000% on the Niners. I'm sure, a lot of our younger coaches, once this week starts to wind down, they'll be working ahead. But all of our focus is on the Giants until the game's over. Well, the good news is they don't change the game times throughout the year, so we've been able to factor this into our processes. Sam Rams has been great, bouncing ideas off of. We track all the player tracking and everything. And again, there's no secret recipe on it. There's a lot of it. It's a feel for where the guys are at too, and what they need and what the team needs. Any given day, we're just trying to do what's best for the guys. We felt like this is a good cadence. How we operated last week, going into this week, and then our short week schedule for next week. So I think every day's approach is going to be the same expectation. We're trying to improve, trying to take the next step. Let's look at what happened through an impartial eye so we can attack the problems, and let's move forward. Let's keep it positive, man. There's a lot of good stuff on tape, a lot of stuff we obviously need to fix and make right. So but that's the case anytime we step foot out there and toe the line. So that'll be the same mentality. We're not shooting for a number of passes or whatever going into each game. I think it's just what it takes to be successful. Trying to put our guys in best positions. I think Gino's operating the offense at a really high level where we're getting in and out of certain plays. That'll dictate some run or pass in certain situations. But I think the guys are confident. I think there's a lot of great execution out there. You've seen the O-line start to come together. So we're moving in the right direction. You talk about a guy that's just an incredible competitive spirit and just the will to get the extra. The one play on the sideline was incredible, but this guy's playing it. Right now, we're anticipating Cam Young to start to open up his window probably today. Things could change between now and then, but that's what we're expecting. Yeah, he'll be out there, and again, with all those guys, it's a process of, can we get them to the line? How they feel comfortable? Is it the best for them to go? I know all of them are chomping at the bit to get out there, but we're going to do what's best for them and what's best for us. So that'll come. Today's a walk, so it's hard to gain a bunch of insight on where they're going to be after today. Tomorrow we'll probably have a better idea.
All right, so there you go. You heard from head coach Mike McDonald. The schedule was a little bit wonky today because they played Monday in Detroit. Obviously, we all know about that. And then they came back 5 a.m. They came back on Tuesday, which is yesterday. So they got the day off. And then today, what they did was Mike McDonald and his staff decided to, the players came in a little bit later. So, but special teams had players were the first to arrive, that is, on an official basis, and then they had a team meeting, and after Mike McDonald talked to us, then the team had what they do on Monday, which is everybody gathers in the big podium there, big auditorium they have here, and then they go over plans about the games and everything else. And so you saw the injury report, and again, it's a projected injury report. We're just going to leave that until tomorrow when we see some movement. And again, because they played Monday and Sunday, things are a little bit weird in the way the injury is going to report. So I really wouldn't take stock in terms of the injury report because it's projected. And again, the team went through a glorified walkthrough. My quick takes on practices, I think really, the theme, talking to players in the locker room, This is what's got to make you feel good, is that head coach Mike McDonald again takes responsibility, and you really like that because he gets that look. They're building something, and they started, way back in the summer, and they continue to build. So there's going to be some struggles. There's going to be some setbacks. But as he talked about, it starts from the top, and then in that, are we putting the players in the right position? That's the question the coaching staff is asking themselves. Are we putting them in a position to succeed? And when you get that from the top all the way down from a coaching staff, it bodes well, because McDonald and all his amazing defenses was always about taking the best advantage, putting players in a position so that they, of their quality and their talent, and they can maximize their one-on-one matchups. And so that's what you're seeing right now with Mike McDonald. I mean, it's about responsibility in there, accountability, but also what does he say? 12 is 1. So 11 is 12. That is, he believes in the whole kind of the team together, the players and the coaches. So, but there you go. I mean, there's really nothing else to a man. The players also buying in. They know that they have to improve. They have to get to better. The coaches can say one thing, but it's really about the players executing. From the VMAC in Renton, I'm Asvita Maria for the Cascadia Sports.net report.